What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with a quick video, just sort of an update video, channel update, channel outlook, things like that. I just feel like I wanted to talk to you guys because I know that you guys pick up on it when I'm in a funk and I'm in not upbeat and I'm not myself. I know it comes through in the videos. It's because I'm not a good liar, and I don't try to hide it from you guys. So I know it comes through, and I know you guys pick up on it. And I want you to know it's not because I'm not happy, or it's not because I don't still enjoy making the videos and all that stuff. I do. I want to continue to do it. It's just I'm just a guy, and I have a real life. This is still not a full time thing for me. This is a hobby, but it's more or less a second job at this point. And there's times when I'm just down. Real life pulls me away, and it demands my attention, whether it be kids, wife, job, all the things that everyone goes through. I go through those things, and I know it reflects in some of my videos when I am down. And then you throw on top of it getting sick, and then we have this terrible run of matchups with just insane. Uh, insane deficits and it's just rough, and I know that you guys hear that in my voice and you can tell, but I don't want you to worry. You know, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right with me. Everything's going to be all right with OneHive. We're still a strong clan. We're still as strong as we've ever been. It's just, some of these wars are separated by a star or two. And some of them we've lost. We've won by percentages. So it's not that we've fallen off or something like that. Small mismatches are big mismatches when both clans are talented, and we've been running some very talented clans with simply that, with a small disadvantage, sometimes large disadvantage, but most of the time small disadvantage, and it shows, and it determines the outcome of the war. But I don't want you guys to get shook up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. We don't like losing. We're competitive people, but everything is going to be all right. I have a lot of hope for the game, and I feel stupid saying that because I've said it for a year and a half now. But I do. I can't help it. I've talked to you guys about this before. It's in my personality. It's in my nature to, when someone tells me something, to want to believe them. And I think that just comes because I don't like to lie, and I don't ever really see the need to lie. So I don't. When people lie to me, it seems so strange to me. It seems so unnecessary. But a lot of people do it, and maybe Supercell's doing it. I don't know. But not, and I haven't heard it directly from Supercell, so don't take this as that. But I've heard it secondhand from multiple sources of what's coming, and it's all encouraging. We get little tidbits, we get little sneak peeks that this quote war update's coming. They've pretty much at least alluded to that this war update that we've all been waiting on is coming, and when it's going to be here, I don't know. I've heard this month, but is that going to happen? Who knows? What's going to be in it? Is it really going to be a war update, or is it going to be their version of a war update? What they think we need type thing. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I've made this move to Town Hall 10. I'm hopeful for that. I think, again, maybe a new troop that we pretty much know is coming. If it's the right kind of troop, if it's the right thing, maybe Town Hall 10 will be enjoyable. It just depends on so many things that Supercell does and decisions they make. Again, I put out that video of how to make 2016 great. Hopefully that some of those things come to fruition. If they do, this game is still going to capture a large part of my time and my heart and my dedication, because I forget sometimes, I guess, the impact the channel. I don't mean myself, but the channel has had on a lot of people. And I was driving for work today, and I drove like 6 hours for work today, about 3 hours both ways. And I listened to a lot of podcasts, catching up on podcasts that I'd have been so far behind on, just ridiculously, far behind and out of date. And some of them were back where on one of them they were doing rap battles, and a couple of those they mentioned me in the channel, and they talked about how they learned to attack from Jake from OneHive. And I listened to another one where the guy gave me a shout out from, I think it was Beer Goggles they were from, and just saying, I wouldn't even be playing this game if it wasn't for the videos and learning this part of the game, the war, the war scene as a whole, the arranged matchups, the fair play community, all the things that I know there's still people that get a lot of enjoyment out of. It's been a pleasure to have a hand in that, and I forget that sometimes. I think maybe I don't know why. It's just, again, you get so busy with things, and it's so much more work than it used to be. and it's rewarding. It still is, and it's more rewarding in some ways. But I miss the old days. I miss the smaller times when it was simpler and the game was simpler and the the it was, I don't know, it was better. It just, I have maybe rose colored glasses on about 8 months ago, and that time in this game and that time in the war scene and how great it was. And now it doesn't matter what the war is and who it's between. It's just a modding accusation back and forth because you never know. And if there's ever a Town Hall 10 3-star, then oh my God, they modded, whether it's us, whether it's them. And it just, it zaps you. It sucks it out of you. I go through slumps and I go through, just periods of not being as into it. But then I get times when I get sort of rejuvenated. And I've sort of had that the last day or two. I get a little bit more fired back up. And again, I get hopeful for these updates. And I know that this game there's still this great game there that is just being, it's just being abused, and it's being just torn apart by its own players and its lack of action from its owners. And it's just heartbreaking to me. The more time you spend on something, the more attached you get to it, the more you care about it. And I care about this game. And to see the things that happen, the decisions that are made, and the road that it's gone down, and the way the community is, it does get me down, and it takes my interest out. It takes my motivation, my love for the game. It zaps that, and it drains it. But it's not gone. I don't want you guys to think that it's not. It's just not what it used to be for me, and I think for a lot of you guys, it's in that state. But I try to remind myself how much enjoyment a lot of you guys get out of the channel, how much enjoyment. Even if you don't watch the channel anymore, I know people that have said to me, basically, I haven't watched a video in a while. Sorry to say it, but I know what it did for them in its time. Throughout its process, they tell me, what they found the channel, they found me. Maybe they play Vainglory with me now, but the channel did all that. It brought those people into Clash and into the war scene, and even if they burn out on that, even if they got sick of it. They're still enjoying things, and I've helped them enjoy things games that they maybe wouldn't have been playing otherwise. So I have to remind myself of that, and just try to stay motivated, stay positive, because there's a lot of negative that just is constantly thrown. I guess I catch a lot of it just being the spokesperson, but I'm not complaining. I chose this path, and I take the good with the bad. So I will do my best to try to keep it upbeat. But just like I said, remember, guys, I'm just a guy, and not always even the game thing. Sometimes just life gets you down. You go through things, and you worry about things, and you got stresses, and you got kids, and you got all kinds of stuff that you got to worry about. So sometimes it pulls my attention away. But I do feel a bit rejuvenated. I feel hopeful again for 2016 for this update. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I mean, we're talking a matter of weeks now. We ought to know something. Sneak peek time. It's crunch time. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. Still loving Vainglory, still loving that content. I want to get better at that game. I wish I had more time. That's a frustrating part right now for me too. I want to be better at Vainglory than I am, and I just don't have the time. I get a few hours in the middle of the night to play it. I'm trying to work out a schedule to where I have more time to do things in normal hours. I end up, a lot of times I'm up till 3, 4 in the morning doing videos, trying to play some Vainglory, trying to record some stuff. And I think maybe that's been a part of it. That I just get, physically exhausted from that. So I'm trying to work on a schedule that's a little more realistic for long term. I think that will help. But I want you guys to know that I love y'all. All the support. I go back and I read comments, and it does lift me up, and it does help me. So thank you guys for all the kind words. Know that the trolls don't get to me. That never has affected me. It never will. It is always just the state of the game. That's what gets me, is the state of the game. And I've said it numerous times. I think we're at a low point, but there's nowhere to go but up. You know what I mean? That's how I'm trying to look at it. We're at a low point. We're gonna go up from here, and we're gonna get some improvements. And we're gonna get some things that we've been looking for and begging for. Hopefully sooner than later. Again, just feel like I need to talk to you guys. I like to stay in contact with you all this way. Let you know where I'm at. So I do read the comments. I try to read as many as I can. I get behind, so sometimes I miss your comments, but I'll do my best to keep up with them. Thank you guys again for all the support, all the love. Until next time. Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.